Die Europäische Zentralbank legte den Referenten.
This is the Opie and Anthony channel.
And now, a show the likes of which America's never seen. So appalling, so offensive, yet so entertaining.
It's not your normal show.
Beamed from satellites in space down to you every single day.
What planet are we living on?
It's the Opie and Anthony show with Opie.
We're experts, and we already know this is going to be great radio, so shut the fuck up.
And Anthony.
I live in a big house, I make a lot of money, and I fuck attractive girls.
And little Jimmy.
I don't even like in our opening. It sounds like a little...
You dang open hand and don't listen to dang open hand.
Stop with that shit.
And now, here they are. Why am I introducing these buffoons? I'm William Shatner, goddammit.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony show.
Our special Madiba tribute show.
Well, yeah.
Madiba.
Your Highnesses,
Oh, shit.
Your Excellencies, heads of state and government, ministers, leaders of delegation, international and
We're listening to Dr. Zuma right now.
Wow.
She's wearing that African garb. Wow. That looks like a pain in the ass to put on every morning, doesn't it? Holy shit.
Bet you sweat your ass off in that.
I bet you do. Her head's all wrapped up and her body.
South Africans must know how to spell by the time they're 8 months old.
They got it with those names.
Look at that name.
That's crazy.
Nikozazana DL.
Yeah.
Who does a DL ever?
Dlamini Zuma.
DLAMIN. Throwing a Z, a K, a freaking Q.
What's going on?
Unbelievable. So what's going on? The Madiba thing's happening today.
Everyone's over there in South Africa, in Johannesburg, for the big send-off, I guess.
For Madiba. Let's say Madiba, because then it makes you... makes people think you know him a little more.
I know. They talk about Madiba.
Madiba.
Bill Clinton did that. He was
but he has every right to call him Madiba. He actually hung out with him a little bit.
Right.
I'm talking about the celebrities that had nothing to do with Nelson Mandela.
Yes.
They're calling him Madiba.
R.I.P. Madiba. It's like, well, first of all, no one ever called him Madiba before he died. I've never even heard Madiba.
What is Madiba?
It was Nelson Mandela. That's his real name.
His given name?
His tribal name or something.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
He lived to 95, man. But 27 of those years were a bit on the slow side.
Kind of,
bit on the slow side.
Not very productive.
Just putting lines on a wall.
Yeah, there you go. Ooh.
Let me scrape another line.
6,100.
Right, Jesus. But,
yeah.
There goes Madiba.
Madiba is...
I've been following kind of the goings-ons.
Uh-huh.
And a bunch of the bigwigs took Air Force One over there. A 19-hour flight, and they were making a big deal about it. They're saying the Obamas are on this plane. I think the Bushes and maybe half the Clintons.
The Clintons? I think, no.
Both Clintons?
Yeah, Bill, Hillary, and
because they only showed Hillary's picture on the news when they were talking about the 19-hour flight.
They just showed
Madiba's funeral.
Bill, Hillary, and Chelsea.
4 presidents
over there, too.
Huh? 4 presidents.
Who else?
No. I'm going to guess Bush Jr., Obama, Clinton, and Carter.
Carter, you think went too?
They said 4.
I don't think they let Carter on the Air Force.
No?
No. They said, we'll see you over there,
man. Mind if I
They left him.
tag along?
They left him in the parking lot.
Yeah, they ditched him.
They ditched Carter.
All the former presidents are like,
ditched him.
All right, let's ditch him.
Right. You like him? No.
You're a bunch of flat leavers.
Right.
You flat left me.
But the news drives me nuts because they're like, well, we found out that, you got all those presidents on the plane, and everyone's wondering what they're doing on the plane together and how they're socializing. Well, they went into this lounge area, and were sharing stories about Nelson Mandela.
They were not.
On a 19-hour flight, they're just sitting around sharing stories about Nelson Mandela.
And then we looked out the prison window.
Right.
And they're all like looking and attentive, looking at the stories going on.
They might have shared stories for half an hour maybe, and then they probably got right into, wow, this flight stinks. Yeah. 19 straight hours.
I mean, let me tell you about Madiba. Me and Madiba.
Right.
Oh, yeah, tell us a story.
They weren't sharing stories about Madiba.
No. Jimmy Carter doesn't have any.
No.
Right.
He was president from 76 to 80.
Yeah, he was in prison.
But that's what they released to the press, and the press ran with it.
Yeah.
They were talking about everything else but Nelson Mandela, probably.
So she sucked your dick right there in the Oval Office?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let me tell you, she sucked my dick right there. She shut up Chelsea and Hillary.
Yeah. Pulling Clinton aside to get some details.
Come on.
So I guess that's all we got on Nelson Mandela.
Big cock on Madiba. Let me tell you, it's a big cock on him.
This Reverend Al Sharpton.
Oh God, he's on MSNBC.
Look, whether you like or hate his politics, the one thing we could all agree on is the fact that he has a stick up his ass every single time he appears on TV.
Yeah.
The guy smirks and grins and growls, and you never see a smile on this fucking guy's face.
No. He's about a piece of shit. And this is like, all right, the guy was 95 years old.
Right.
He was at death's door for fucking at least a year.
Yeah, he hung in there pretty good.
Yeah, and people are like, even the South Africans are, dancing and celebrating his life and stuff. It's not like this, oh my God, a young guy died and stuff. But this fuck can't even. He's got to sit there straight face.
Makes me go get the popcorn out and smile. Well, and
you need someone like him to be
keep
clear
projecting Stockman
and positive.
And Cornyn. That's your part.
Did you not see the Democrat?
Yeah, there's no way I could deal with that. But the fact is, he just does not fucking smile.
No,
ever.
He's always outraged.
Ever.
There's always some outrage to be dealt with. Oh, there he goes. Hey, he just did smile. I don't know why.
Someone probably...
Maybe some white person got punched in the head again. He loves when that happens.
Probably saw some horrific scene on the monitors behind the Morning Joe guy.
His newest thing is the Bill of Rights of shoppers. That's what Reverend Al's pushing.
What's that?
The Bill of Rights for shoppers. Well, the Paul Barney's thing.
Yeah, but he don't have the Jay-Z.
Shop and frisk. He doesn't like the shop and frisk.
Right.
But stores pretty much have the right to throw anyone out they want. It's I agree, like that. But you can't force stores to do anything. But you could stop shopping.
But it's not a real problem.
It's not.
There's some isolated incidents.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, it's not. I mean, we all shop. I don't see anyone being pulled aside ever.
I've never seen it. ever, never.
Actually, not a one.
No.
Not a one.
Holy shit, look at that hat she's wearing, too.
Right.
What a pain in the ass. I don't really like white people hats they got there in South Africa. Where is she? Oh, she's up there now.
The apartheid crime.
With his own oppressors, looking past what had been done to him and his people and trying to forge the...
What? What happened?
I don't know.
President Obama's going to speak. We'll take that. We're going to take that speech live here on the Opie and Anthony Show.
We're going to go live?
Yeah, we're going to take that live, everyone.
That's your Madiba tribute headquarters.
Yeah, make sure the boys know down the hall we're taking it live.
Yes. Madiba's Christmas, I think.
All right. I wonder if
come out with.
He's going to share Madiba stories that he shared on Air Force One with the rest of the guys.
Weekend at Madiba's.
What would presidents talk about, you think? There's no way they're sitting around talking about Nelson Mandela for 19 hours.
19 fucking hours.
Obviously, they got to sleep some of that time. So they're not even doing it for a couple hours.
What the hell would they talk about? Yeah, all those presidents.
Got to go sports, probably.
Yeah, Putin, Korea, just the things they got. Yeah, sports, all the shit.
Hey, how's that economy going there? Oh, fuck you.
Right.
Can't keep blaming it on me, can you?
They're
just razzing each other like they're down at the cellar.
Imagine.
Yeah, they're just goofing on each other.
That's pretty funny. Anyway.
Yeah, that'll be going on forever.
I didn't realize it was starting already.
Well, 1:20 p.m. in Johannesburg, South Africa.
Are they at that soccer stadium?
Yeah, it looks like a big soccer stadium.
That's where Mandela did that thing that one time.
A lot of dancing going on.
They
love dance.
Jumping up and down. It's a weird dance, though.
Yeah, it is. It's that jump up and down.
They got to get some hip-hop going into that.
You ought to bring out
bounce.
Bring out the vuvuzelas.
The
Madiba. Madiba. No.
So wait, they flew 19 hours, went right to this ceremony?
Yeah,
they left
else
yesterday at this time?
Yeah, they don't have time to frolic around.
But no, not even a hotel.
That looks like a terrorist fucking dream right there. Let me tell you.
Well,
you sneak yourself in a bomb belt or a fucking airplane, you know, you don't even need a jet. You need some although that airspace has to be fucking loaded.
Oh, yeah.
With AWACS and fucking all kinds of shit just to clear the
There's some shit in the air,
airspace. I bet they don't allow anyone even near that fucking stadium.
I think they might have had time to go to a hotel for a freshen up. Maybe they do it on Air Force One.
Well,
How good are the facilities on Air Force One?
Obama's probably got like a little bedroom, but I bet you that there's not a lot of bedrooms.
I bet that fucking thing is loaded.
Loaded with some good shit, right?
Good shit.
But how many bedrooms do you think there are? They probably don't need 4 dignitary beds.
But I bet you it also depends on, you know, what you're using Air Force One for. If it's basic Obama stuff, maybe not as many, but if you're getting a whole bunch of like dignitaries and presidents and whatnot on there, I bet you they change it up a little bit.
I don't want. Why do I get the fold out couch? I don't want that. I fucked my wife in that bed. Good.
Yeah, you imagine sleeping in the bed, and then the other 3 guys would have fucked their wives in the bed around the
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Gross.
Oh, man. Yeah, they're dancing around. That's fucking...
They're celebrating. They're celebrating his life.
Yeah, with that Lion King-y music.
Man, I don't know.
Got that...
Did Madiba make our lives better here in America?
Madiba helped everybody, Opie.
He helped the world?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Madiba helped everybody realize that you can be forgiving, I guess, because he forgave the oppressors.
Sure
when,
did.
He took power. Had nothing to do with the fact that nobody would have supported him if he started lopping off heads and getting retribution.
Well, in honor
of
Madiba today, I just want to say I forgive all my haters.
Really?
And I want the haters.
You're going to start unblocking?
I don't block.
You don't block?
I haven't blocked yet.
What? You're a liar.
I don't block.
Oh, my God.
Blocking's for fairies. I don't block.
Oh, my God.
What happened to one-way trips to Block Island?
Right.
Oh, that was just all a gag.
You sent a lot of people on that trip.
That was all a gag.
Well.
I accept my haters today.
Damn.
In honor of
Madiba?
Madiba.
That is so big of you.
And hopefully they will now accept me. Let's see how that works out.
Yeah, good idea.
You reaching out the olive branch?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Take it.
Take the olive branch and smack you across the face with it, fuckers. Yeah.
See that guy get beat up for fucking trying to knock that girl out? He fucking punched her.
Great.
How great was that?
Guy in
I
Vegas.
did not see this.
The knockout game. Oh.
I didn't see this one.
The knockout game. He goes to punch this chick and
the boyfriend and the girl come over.
Was it some other guy? Was it her boyfriend or some other guy?
I don't know. It might have just been some guy. He kicked him right in the face, and then the chick starts punching his fucking head.
You can't see it that well because it's a little shaky, but this guy gets almost knocked out. This fucking scumbag.
Yeah, good for those people.
Yeah, there it is. Of course, it's WorldStarHipHop, so it's
let's go.
portrait mode.
Let's go. Oh.
Look at him, kicks him right in the face.
Oh.
Bam!
You just hit a girl? You hit a fucking girl?
She is really wailing on him.
Oh, she's angry.
Wait, that's the guy in the white who's attempting the knockout game?
Yep.
You just hit her.
Oh, that's great.
A little retribution there. He's bleeding all over the floor. That guy kicked him in the face so fucking hard.
Oh, yeah, and she wailed him.
Yeah.
And his friend still put it on WorldStarHipHop?
Yo, got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, his friend probably thinks that's hilarious. Oh, my God. His nose is bleeding, dude.
And the other people just walked away, right?
That's it. Hit and run. Nice.
Wow.
Little fucking street justice. Good.
That's inside, isn't it? It looks inside almost.
Yeah, it looks like a mall in Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah, he got hurt.
It's awesome.
He got hurt.
Well, that's what should
People
happen.
got to start fucking fighting back.
A gunshot would have been great. Like, punched a girl and got her a gunshot.
Just fucking pack.
That girl knew how to fucking swing. Holy shit.
Oh my God. Fucking kidding.
She's probably not in a healthy relationship.
I think Obama's about to...
Oh,
there he goes.
Here he comes.
We're going to take this live, right?
Oh, look at that fucking Idi Amin-looking general in the back. I'd never trust those big, fat, really dark black generals from Africa with that garb that they have. They're never...
You're pretty sure they eat people?
I think they either eat people or just have people put to death for some reason.
for dumb shit, too.
Yeah, for really stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do they announce him? Is it a big ovation?
Well, I think what the president will say is the conversation you're just...
Shut up.
Essentially eulogizing.
You actually never looked at failure as... And it was not a time to make a political statement, so you...
He didn't really know that well. They just met one time.
No matter what happens, you come out with a new skill.
Of some Republicans who've said nice things about Mandela.
And Fox News doesn't even cover him.
They have the cartoonist who did Dilbert.
Dilbert cartoonist is on. They could give a shit.
How insulting is that?
Fox is like, who cares?
Dilbert. Is that a good one?
There they go.
Oh, no, it's not.
No, Dilbert.
All right, now let's go.
The memorial for the late President Nelson Mandela. Some criticism for that brief handshake. And
who the hell is this?
We'll read about.
Is that a rapper?
Kanye. Is that Kanye?
Remarkable place in history.
Yeah, that's Kanye West.
He's probably some big South African.
Yeah, that's Kanye.
I do not think that's Kanye West.
Sure looks like the Kanye.
I think there's only one similarity between that guy and
Look, that's
Kanye.
fucking Kanye.
Doesn't look like Kanye right there.
Not
The
Kanye.
remarkable.
He's got some guy holding an umbrella. He's got his own Club Soda Kenny.
Yeah, Kanye does have umbrella guy, so that's definitely him. That's pretty cool that Kanye got the gig.
Man, I'm
pretty sure it's not
all
him.
worked.
No, that's Kanye, man.
Is that guy probably very popular in South Africa? Because he's got...
Madiba.
You think?
Yeah.
He's popular in South Africa?
I think he's well liked, this guy.
I wonder if that's how he got the
Doesn't
gig.
matter in the span of...
Oh, shut
Not
up.
even
When's
fucking-
Obama speaking?
I want to hear what he's saying,
I know.
this guy.
Why aren't they letting him fucking...
He's fucking throwing out a tune there.
Oh, shit.
Preacher.
Wow.
Based on race and based on...
infections are...
Oh, forget it.
Oh, Madiba.
Oh, Madiba.
Oh, good Madiba.
They don't have a sellout over there, by the way.
No?
Yeah, tickets went slow for this thing.
There's some seats available?
Bunch of seats available.
Yeah, that's a fucking...
Hear about the Super Bowl? There's going to be no...
Opie and Anthony show?
This is called filler. Filler until Obama speaks. No Opie and Anthony show at the Super Bowl. You've already been talked out of it.
Right.
They basically said, "Oh, you don't want to be at Radio Row."
Well, how else
And then
gonna...
they want us to be at Caroline's or something.
Oh.
What?
How about this? No.
They want us to maybe do a thing at Caroline's instead.
Well, you can't go 19-1 with Super Bowls. You got to be 20-0.
This will make 20-0.
Yeah, 20-0.
And it's perfect, too, because the 20th Super Bowl we're going to be shut out of is the one in our hometown.
That's right, fucking across the river.
We could look out a window right now and we could see the stadium across the Hudson River.
Are they saying that there'll be more press in New York City than there will be at...
Oh, you don't want to be part of Radio Row?
No. We've seen over the years, no one really goes to Radio Row.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, there it
Everyone
goes.
does. There's
All right, here's Obama.
Obama.
And no tailgating at the Super Bowl.
Oh, a minute Madiba tribute. God.
A lot of open seats.
They're cheering for him.
Let's go with CNN. Try to be a little neutral here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey, it sounds like a vuvuzela.
Thank you.
Or is it feedback? Is that on our end?
To Graça Marcel and the Mandela family,
It's Madiba.
to President Zuma and members of the government,
Go fuck
the
yourself.
heads of state and government, past and present,
Oprah's there.
Oh, that's not Oprah.
It is. Shit. It'd be funny if he started complaining about his hotel accommodations.
to be with you today to celebrate a life like no other. To the people of South Africa.
Oh, you went for the cheap applause.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a Hello Cleveland
How
thing.
about a hand for the ladies?
Right.
People of every race and every walk of life.
Yo, my
the world
niggas.
thanks you for sharing Nelson Mandela with us.
Oh, they shared him?
His struggle was your struggle.
Mein
His
Kampf?
triumph was your triumph.
Triumph of will?
Your dignity and your hope found expression in his life, and your freedom, your democracy, is his cherished legacy.
Legacy. He's doing his black guy voice today. It is his legacy.
It is hard to eulogize any man. To capture in words.
He doesn't get the eulogy, does he?
Not just the facts and the dates that make a life, but the essential truth of a person, their private joys and sorrows, the quiet moments and unique qualities that illuminate someone's soul.
They're dancing behind
How much
him.
harder to do so for a
Do you think
giant
that's
of history
bulletproof? That glass?
who moved a nation toward justice.
I bet it is. I
And in
bet
the
that's
process
fucking
moved
bomb-proof.
billions around the world. Born during World War I, far from the corridors of power, a boy raised herding cattle and tutored by the elders of his Bembu tribe. Madiba would emerge as the last
There it is.
great liberator of the 20th century. Like Gandhi, he would lead a resistance movement.
Why don't they have Halloween in India?
Had little prospect for success.
They have no Gandhi. I love that.
Like Dr. King,
It's a good one.
he would give potent voice to the claims of the oppressed and the moral necessity of racial justice.
It's a big deal when the U.S. president shows up to a country.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're used to him because he just fucks up traffic here.
Yes.
But when he shows up somewhere else, it's a pretty big deal.
Oh, yeah.
And reached the final days of the Cold War.
You're going to fucking go through his whole life here? Jesus. We get it.
Like
Just look up. Go to Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Say some nice words and get off.
Plug the movie. Fathers, he would erect a constitutional order to preserve freedom for future generations. A commitment to democracy and rule
Stupid
of law.
MSNBC is trying to put a piece together that putting pictures of Mandela next to Obama. Just have the moment.
Only one term.
Which we all wish you would have done.
That part in the middle of Nelson Mandela's hair.
Oh my God, that is a horrible part.
Of his life.
It's a good 1.5 inches wide. Yeah, it's a chasm.
The adoration that he so rightly earned.
Kennedy had a smaller part.
It's tempting, I think, to remember Nelson Mandela as an icon. Smiling and serene. Detached from the tawdry affairs of lesser men. But Madiba
Madiba
resisted such a lifeless portrait.
Oh, he said something they liked.
Okay.
That one worked.
Yeah, I got a big applause.
Nice.
It's a big
Madiba
stadium.
insisted on sharing with us his doubts and his fears. His miscalculations, along with his victories.
His penchant for young boys.
I am not a saint, he said, unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying.
I've read that in a fortune cookie.
And it was precisely because he could admit to imperfection. Because he could be so full of good humor.
Ice
even
cream?
mischief.
Love good humor.
Despite the heavy burdens that he carried.
It'd be funny if he told a really funny Mandela hotel joke story about how he pissed in a balloon and threw it on people.
A son and a husband, a father and a friend. And that's why we learn so much from him, and that's why we can learn from him still. For nothing he achieved was inevitable. In the arc of his life, we see a man who earned his place in history through struggle and shrewdness and persistence and faith. He tells us what is possible not just in the pages of history books, but in our own lives as well.
Boring.
Mandela showed us the power of action, of taking risks on behalf of our ideals. Perhaps Mandela was right that he inherited a proud rebelliousness, a stubborn sense of fairness from his father. And we know he shared with millions of black and colored South Africans the anger born of 1,000 slights, 1,000 indignities, 1,000 unremembered moments, a desire to fight the system that imprisoned my people, he said. But like other early giants of the ANC, the Sisulus and the Tambos.
What? Uh-oh. Whoa. He's throwing tribe names out there and shit. Crazy.
Disciplined his anger.
Hey, where are the white women at?
His desire to fight into organization and platforms and strategies for action, so men and women could stand up for their God-given dignity. Moreover, he accepted the consequences of his actions. Knowing that standing up to powerful interests and injustice carries a price.
I don't care. He doesn't care.
I fought against white domination, not against black domination.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Cherish the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and equal opportunities. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve.
Is that so? Who made you Pope in this dump, huh?
For which I am prepared to die.
I mean, you can see how a white girl can fall for him.
Mandela taught us the power of action, but he also taught us the power of ideas. The importance of reason and arguments. The need to study not only those who you agree with, but also those who you don't agree with. He understood that ideas cannot be contained by prison walls or extinguished by a sniper's bullet.
You're a liar!
He turned his trial into an indictment of apartheid because of his eloquence and his passion, but also because of his training as an advocate.
Goddamn liar!
He used decades of prison to sharpen his arguments, but also to spread his thirst for knowledge to others in the movement. And he learned the language and the customs of his oppressors so that one day he might better convey to them how their own freedom depend upon his.
Hello, exactly!
Mandela just demonstrated that action and ideas are not enough. No matter how right, they must also be chiseled in the law and institutions.
Quiet.
He was practical.
Stop it!
Testing his beliefs against the hard surface.
Goddamn
History.
Stop whining.
On core principles, he was unyielding, which is why he could rebuff offers of unconditional release, reminding the apartheid regime that prisoners cannot enter into contracts.
Goodness gracious!
But as he showed in painstaking negotiations to transfer power and draft new laws, he was not afraid to compromise for the sake of a larger goal. And because he was not only a leader of a movement, but a skillful politician, the Constitution that emerged was worthy of this multiracial democracy. True to his vision of laws that protect minority as well as majority rights.
Does anybody remember laughter?
Every South African.
Yeah.
And finally, Mandela understood the ties that bind the human spirit. There's a word in South Africa.
Oh, boy. There's a word here, too.
Ubuntu.
Oh, that ain't it. See, I was thinking something else.
Of all the dramatic things I've ever seen.
Jimmy Carter.
A word
Can you dig that?
captures
I knew that you
Mandela's
could.
greatest gift. His recognition that we are all bound together in ways that are invisible to the eye. that there's a oneness to humanity.
Where is Hakeem?
That we
Take me
achieve
to the
ourselves
Waldorf
by sharing
Astoria.
ourselves with others and caring for those around us. We can never know how much of this sense was innate in him or how much was shaped in a dark and solitary cell. But we remember the gestures, large and small.
I remember the gestures I used this morning driving in. My finger raised.
Taking a pitch.
My name is William and I like to wear dresses.
Turning his family's heartbreak into a call to confront HIV/AIDS.
HIV/AIDS.
That revealed the depths of his empathy and his understanding. He not only embodied Ubuntu, he taught millions to
Poor
find
people
that
tend
truth
to
within
live in
themselves.
clusters.
It took a man like Madiba to free not just the prisoner, but the jailer as well. To show that you must trust others so that they may trust you. To teach that reconciliation is not a matter of ignoring a cruel past, but a means of confronting it with inclusion and generosity and truth. He changed laws, but he also changed hearts.
He stinks, and I don't like him.
Oh, Jimmy.
For those he inspired around the globe, Madiba's passing is rightly a time of mourning and a time to celebrate.
I thought he said, and finally.
Life.
Jesus. Taking forever.
But I believe it should also prompt in each of us a time for self-reflection. With honesty, regardless of our station or our circumstance, we must ask, how well have I applied his lessons in my own life? It's a question I ask myself as a man and as a president.
I seen the cops knocking the truck window out, and I thought they was giving the man UPS. I thought the man was dead. That's the way it was.
That's what happened with
The
Madiba.
sacrifices of countless people, known and unknown, to see the dawn of a new day. Michelle and I are beneficiaries of that struggle. But
Klutman.
in America and in South Africa and in countries all around the globe, we cannot allow our progress to cloud the fact that our work is not yet done. The struggles that follow the victory of formal equality or universal franchise may not be as filled with drama and moral clarity as those that came before, but they are no less important.
Oh, yeah?
For around the world today,
Is anyone
we
really
still
fucking paying
see
attention
children
to this?
suffering from hunger and disease. We still see rundown schools. We still see young people without prospects for the future.
What's it, campaigning?
Around the world today, men and women are still imprisoned for their political beliefs and are still persecuted for what they look like and how they worship and who they love. That is happening today.
Wow. Going after everybody. And we do business with all those nations.
Right.
Don't we? You mean Saudi Arabia and China and shit?
And so we too must
He only accepted the gays last year.
Right.
So what is he talking about?
We too must act
Changed his tune on that whole thing.
There are too many people who happily embrace Madiba's legacy of racial reconciliation, but passionately resist even modest reforms that would challenge chronic poverty and growing inequality.
Is that Desmond Tutu?
There are too many leaders who claim solidarity with Madiba's struggle for freedom, but do not tolerate dissent from their own people.
Yeah. You can't be a hypocrite. You do business with them.
And there are too many of us on the sidelines, comfortable in complacency or cynicism, when our voices must be heard. The questions we face today, how to promote equality and justice, how to uphold freedom and human rights.
Didn't he say finally?
How to end conflict and sectarian war.
15 minutes ago?
These things do not have easy answers. But there were no easy answers in front of that child.
Was Bill Clinton going to say anything?
Born in World War I.
He was like his buddy, right?
Nelson Mandela
Probably can't follow the acting U.S. president, though.
Until it is done.
I don't know what the protocol is if you follow him.
No.
He's an opener, right?
That is true.
Yeah.
South Africa shows we can change.
Maybe Clinton's the MC.
That we can choose
Bring him up. Let's hear it for Obama. Come on, people. Give him a hand. Your next ex-president.
And justice and opportunity.
Opportunity.
We will never see the likes of Nelson Mandela again. But let me say to the young people of Africa and the young people around the world, you too
keep fucking that chicken.
No. Over 30 years ago, while still a student, I learned of Nelson Mandela.
Where?
And the struggles taking
Let's see your
place
transcripts.
in this beautiful land. And it stirred something in me.
Stirred something in him.
It woke me up to my responsibilities.
Oh, boy.
To others and to myself.
This is
and
taking
set me
forever.
on
It really
a
is.
journey that finds me here today.
Yeah.
And while I will always fall short of Madiba's example, he makes me want to be a better man.
Oh, I hope that works out.
He speaks to what's best inside us. After this great liberator is laid to rest, and when we've returned to our cities and villages and rejoined our daily routines, let us search for his strength. Let us search for his largeness of spirit, somewhere inside of ourselves. And when the night grows dark, when injustice weighs heavy on our hearts,
so much injustice.
When our best laid plans seem beyond our reach, let us think of Madiba.
Then what happens?
And the words that brought him comfort within the four walls of his cell.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Not how straight the gate, how charged the punishment, the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul.
It's easy to grin when your ship comes in and you've got the stock market beat. But the man that's worthwhile is the man that can smile when his shorts are too tight in the seat. Okay, Madiba.
Is that it?
That it?
Who's that right there?
Desmond Tutu.
And punt.
And there's a Clinton and
family.
Bush and oh my God,
Michelle Obama. Wow, that's a 4 U.S. presidents.
Star-studded.
President Barack Obama. For his comforting words.
Were they comforting?
We now move on with
the dignitaries all stood and applauded the U.S. president after he finished. The crowd has been on its feet.
Throws the mic down like fucking Chris Rock.
But if there is one word
he's out of there.
The comments from the president, Ubuntu. He used a South African word that basically means interconnectedness. Robin, that I am, what is it?
I am me because of you, and it's a sense of collectiveness.
Indeed, and
through your tears.
On all news coming in from Johannesburg.
And by the way, if you want to continue to watch what's going on, we still have to deal with issues of economic and racial inequality. And
of course, about them. And the message of having to carry forward the legacy. But when he said that word,
increased risk of death. And here to explain this and other operations.
Fox just
They got away from that as fast as they could.
They have just moved on to scary secrets, what doctors don't want you to know.
Fox doesn't give
is
a
like, oh,
shit.
fuck yourself.
We'll sandwich that between scary secrets and Dilbert.
And Dilbert.
Dilbert.
Oh, my God.
That was the president.
Oh, they're not fronting at all, huh?
Done with
this memorial service in Soweto will be following.
as Mandela was elected.
Okay, there you go.
I would love to see what the motorcade was to get Carter, Clinton, the Bushes, the Obamas from the airport.
I bet they spread them out.
You think?
I bet they spread them out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Obama's is the big one. But then again, can you get more safe? If you have everybody in one motorcade, you only have to protect one motorcade.
Well, that's true.
Then Clinton's telling everyone he used to be, the main guy in the main motorcade, as he's in a dumb work van somewhere.
Oh, God. They get their own little Secret Service guys, though.
Yeah, but do you
not
really,
much. Not as impressive.
Yeah. Do you want to be in the ex-president Secret Service group or the fucking current one with all...
That's true.
No, they're probably all like, you got an extra seat in the car?
Right. They might have, I don't know. They might have put them together.
Yeah.
They probably did. Yeah, at least the same motorcade.
I mean,
Well, in the fucking limo. And
is Carter that important these
Carter's
days?
sticking his head up out of the sunroof, waving his arms around like big.
I've been in 2 restaurants this week and seen people I thought were Jimmy Carter. I swear to God.
You are the worst.
But you know what told me it wasn't him? I'm like, nobody else was looking at him.
Yeah.
He's the ex-president.
But twice you saw this?
Yeah, it was humiliating. I'm embarrassed to even admit that to me, much less all of you.
I love it.
He doesn't have Secret Service, though.
Jimmy
Carter?
He has to have a security guard.
He totally blew it off. He said, I don't want it.
But he might pay for his own security. Like Nixon paid for his own security.
He's got to have somebody.
Yeah, you can't because...
He's got to have somebody.
The risk it is a national security risk to not have security. Because if you're kidnapped... Yeah.
Isn't it not your choice or something, too? They give you a little something?
I heard it's one guy. He's got one guy.
He has to have somebody.
He's got to have like a club soda candy.
I heard he said, go fuck your mother when it comes to the fucking...
Exact
Secret
quote?
Service. Yes.
Damn.
Exact
That's
quote.
rough.
He pays for somebody then. And they say Nixon paid for his own because...
It's a guy in a peanut suit. It's the peanut man.
Because if these guys are kidnapped for political reasons, you can threaten the U.S. president with the next U.S. president. It's just...
And what character would have to go get him? Get him back? One of your action movie guys?
Probably, yeah. Dirk McGinowitz?
Yeah, he could be Wits.
Dirk McGinowitz is the newest one.
That's a Jewish action hero.
They're getting Obama right out of there.
They're whisking him out?
It looks like it. He's walking. Where?
Yeah, they probably... Yeah,
they just showed him walking out.
Sitting in there?
Yeah, I think he's done.
It's a threat.
Back on a plane.
You think the guy speaking 2 people after Obama was like, I hope he sticks around. Maybe he'll like what I have to say.
Yeah, he'll hear what I... Oh, he's getting the fuck out of there.
Let me say hi to Mike in Connecticut. Mike?
Kevlar umbrella.
Listen to the fucking news all morning. That speech was the fucking most boring piece of shit I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
You didn't think that was a good speech, though? Even if you don't like Obama, you didn't think that was at least some great moments in that?
No, my point is, I'm listening to you guys in the morning, and I got to listen to a fucking speech that I would never listen to.
That's why I always have
watch on TV.
But that's why I always have something else I also like listening to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just in case.
Just in case you go, okay, they're not happening today, so I'm going to go to my second favorite thing to listen to
instead of just sitting there getting annoyed.
I wouldn't completely depend on us. That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, we're going to let you down, sir.
Right? That's ridiculous.
Also, Mike.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I'm like, why are they playing his speech?
It's a big deal, this Madiba. Yeah. So, and then you got Obama over there. I think you got to do it. I don't know.
It's a huge piece of news.
I don't think it's going to make a best of or anything, but it's part of history.
Some of the audio was from us. It was some of the sound clips you heard.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
There was a couple
by the show.
There might have been a couple lofts in there, just a couple.
A little chuckle.
Yeah, a little spice.
His whole delivery is like, no.
I didn't
see. That would have been funny if we did that.
Yeah, I didn't mind the Obama speech. It was all right. It was interesting.
I didn't give a shit.
He changes his cadence in his voice. His whole.
Well, I think it's all bullshit. I think Anthony in there kind of pointed out the fact that we do business with these terrible people that Obama's saying.
And we must look at injustice.
Right.
Oh, really? And fucking give them money so they could continue being unjust?
Sure.
Injustice is...
All right, Mike, I'm sorry about that.
Love you guys.
We got dick jokes right around the corner, I promise you.
Some things we have to play, Mike. I mean, it's, the president eulogizing, probably the biggest... Who's a bigger dignitary, aside from maybe the Pope, than fucking Mandela?
He's pretty much the biggest celebrity in the world.
Right?
Mandela.
Is there a bigger one? I don't think so.
We just did this. We tried to come up with someone that was more popular than Mandela that was living. I don't know.
Or who can have a bigger funeral?
I don't think you could give it to the Pope because he's a new Pope.
Yeah, he is new Pope.
Yeah, but
he's new Pope.
He's also the Pope, and the office of Pope is it's too big an office. Like everyone would go to that just because you can't piss the Catholics off.
I think an ex-president, you know. You get fucking. You don't think if Bill Clinton passed away,
Bill
that
Clinton
wouldn't be a giant fucking.
They're not going to have it at a soccer stadium. Sorry.
No, they wouldn't. But that's a South African thing, you know.
He's like an ice rink guy.
Yeah,
they'll fill up an ice rink.
Not the Nassau Coliseum though. One that has the screens on the ice.
They'll roll out the smoke machines for Bill Clinton.
Right.
They should be ashamed of themselves at the mausoleum.
Yeah,
the Nassau Mausoleum. Steve Summers said that, right?
Was it?
That was a Steve Summers thing.
Yeah.
Calling it the mausoleum. Let's say hi to Steve in Jersey. He has a great point about what we just heard. Steve, go ahead.
Hey, guys. I was just wondering, is it just me, or does Obama sound exactly like The Rock doing a wrestling promo?
I got to tell you, I've never heard...
A little rockish.
I've never heard that one before, that he sounds like The Rock.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
we'll have to look into it.
Could be racist, what this guy just said.
All right, Steve. That was a good point.
Yeah, great.
So then we got a South African checking in.
Oh.
This guy, Mark, originally from South Africa. Mark?
Yes, good morning. How you guys doing?
Wow, that's a wacky little accent. I like it.
Big fan. Thanks for coming.
Oh.
Where are you from? Where are you calling from?
Florida.
South.
Originally from South Africa, living in Florida.
Yes. So, listen.
You like the South, I guess.
Whenever somebody brings this up in casual conversation and you have anything bad to say about Mandela,
the
world thinks you're a racist.
Right.
I don't know if people know that he pled guilty on 150 plus counts of terrorism and sabotage.
Oh, my goodness.
He didn't go to prison because he was anti-apartheid. So with this whole Boston bombing thing, Obama came out and said, you know what, anybody who uses bombs to kill innocent people is a terrorist. Now they're up there singing his praise. It's unbelievable, the hypocrisy that's out there.
Do you not see the difference between the American system and what was happening in that time in South Africa with apartheid?
Yes, but if you take that exact same time, and I'm not going to pretend like I knew all of this. I read up a lot on it. If you take that exact same time in the 60s, whether it was in the UK or in the United States, he would have gotten the death penalty. Amnesty International actually did not want to take his case because they said he's not a political prisoner, nor did he get an unfair trial. He should have gotten the death penalty, but South Africa said, you know what, we're not going to do it. So now, the guy obviously went to prison for a very long time and all of that. He came out and the country changed, and things are much, much better right now in terms of racial equality. However, it's the exact opposite right now.
Right.
That's the reason why I left South Africa. White people are getting killed like crazy. It's insane. So, yes, he did good things and he had a lot of forgiveness when he came out, but people don't know why he went to prison. All they see is this martyr, and if you look at how they accomplished what they did, it's mind-blowing. They blew up buildings and railways and sabotaged military, where if you take somebody like MLK, who did things through peace and sanctions and sit-outs and strikes.
Mandela was arrested right before he was going to be involved in a bombing of young children.
What?
And he was arrested, and that's the only thing. And he said he like thanks God that he got arrested at that point because he did not want, like looking back, he didn't want to be part of that.
Killing innocent people, yeah.
But at the time, he was ready and raring to go to wipe out some kids there with a bomb. Fucked up.
And he pled guilty. Remember, he was trained as a lawyer. He got his military training a lot from Russia. If you look at who he likes to hang out with, Fidel, what was his name from Libya?
Che Guevara. He likes the commies,
or people who are seen as revolutionaries.
Right, revolutionaries, commies.
So it wasn't purely, a thing to be able to vote and all the equality. The means that they did it through is mind-blowing, and now everybody's praising him.
Well, maybe because it's seen as effective in the long run. I'm guessing
the end justifies the means.
In a lot of ways, it does. Sure. I mean, American history proves that the end justifies the means. I mean, our coming of age was barbaric. Every country's coming of age is barbaric. So, yeah, I mean, you can't overthrow a horrible, repressive government politely.
So if you feel that you're being unjustly treated here in the United States, you sanction what?
No, because I think I think most rational people can see the difference.
Oh yeah,
between the way the United States is working and the way apartheid was working.
Yeah,
I think so.
All right.
If you take folks like what's happening in the Middle East, right, and there are some horrible things happening over there, that's the same mindset. They feel that through violence, through roadside bombings, and through killing Americans,
that's true.
They can justify the end, the means, to say, we are right, we will kill you because
but
we
they're
think
killing Americans,
at the
so
end,
it's bad.
People will give in.
Right.
America will leave because we've killed enough of them. Terrorist attacks over here.
We wouldn't treat them as heroes.
That's true. That's true.
The fucking 9/11 fucking bombers, the pilots and stuff. We wouldn't treat them as fucking heroes
because they had a guy going overseas and attacking civilians on purpose is a lot different to me with a religious motive. Is a lot different to me than somebody fighting for something.
To you,
to me, yeah, of course.
You know that they feel just as strongly about their cause.
They do.
Yeah.
If the one guy's fighting for the race, the other one's fighting for religion. One may go blow up a building because of gay rights or whatever.
I fight for my right to party.
So
what I do.
We should shut down this funeral immediately.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, just throw everybody out of that stadium and
Mark's
say,
making some good points here. Right.
Well, a terrorist and a freedom fighter, I guess it all depends on what side of the street you stand on with anything.
Exactly.
Right, of course.
The U.S. are imperialist pigs, or we're freedom givers.
Right.
It depends on what country it is.
I mean, I see the government of the United States being pretty oppressive of late. You know, with the horrid taxes and regulations on everything, the inability to exercise many of our rights. I see that as oppressive. What are you bombings are the answer? I don't think so. But some people would agree. You know, you look at Waco and Ruby Ridge and things like that. Those people are looked at as lunatics. Meanwhile, all they were doing is fighting the government. The same way, you know, people that look at Madiba would look at him as a hero.
All right.
Still, they don't have a voice. They use a bomb.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, but no one in the United States is being treated the way apartheid South Africans are being treated. You know, that it's a different system.
South Africa accent's a complete ripoff of Australia a little bit. I think that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting out of this discussion.
And Jimmy, just one last thing. The interesting thing is that South Africa gave it a name. You know, if you look at other countries, including here in the United States, what happened in the White House, the Pentagon, and everything, you know, there was unbelievable racism. You still hear about white folks here in the South dragging people around behind trucks and crazy things like that. But South Africa just gave it a name. Racism and segregation has been around the world between Chinese and Japanese, and
yeah, of course,
it was. I think it was such a big deal in South Africa because it was the minority that was, you know, had power over the majority, and
they were smart there,
the people didn't like that. Well, yeah, regardless of the cause and reason and everything, you know, you could go into that. But when you have a minority exercising power over the majority, people get a little fucking angry.
But all things considered, man, I tell you, the United States is an amazing place. We have a lot of issues and hiccups and things to complain about, but living in this country is an amazing privilege.
See?
And if you, and Anthony, listening to you, it's the American dream. If you want to be successful here, you absolutely can in a very honest way. So
look at you. See?
It's an amazing country.
You sound like a real commie to me.
It's the voice of somebody from another land. See? He doesn't take it for granted like many Americans do. The selfish, fat Americans. Thank you, sir.
Good job, Mark.
Mark. Speed.
Some intelligence there. Thank you. Mark, originally from South Africa.
Silly accent.
This guy has info on the president's motorcade. How do you have info on this, Nick?
Really?
They were talking about it on, I think, MSNBC, how all the presidents, what they did was they flew to meet Obama, And when Obama leaves, he always takes 2 planes. There's 2 Air Force One, Air Force Two. So the rest of them rode, I guess, on the second plane and just came over with the president.
Chelsea.
And then the motorcade.
Something about it.
They actually have 2 beasts, the Cadillac limousine that they had. So they had the president and some people in one, and the rest of everybody in number 2. But they all came in one big motorcade. So the security was.
But they also told us they all flew together.
Yeah.
And we're having small talk and sharing stories about Nelson Mandela.
Well, I think some people did go on the plane.
Judd
with
Hirsch was in there. David!
I heard it was the Obamas. I heard it was the Bushes, and I heard it was just Hillary. But they're saying it was Bill as well.
Oh yeah, I saw Bill. Bill had to be there.
No, he's there, but did he, go on another plane for whatever reason?
Yeah, maybe they only have a certain amount of VIP
spots or something.
Yeah,
right.
so they all wanted to get.
Or maybe Bill had something else going on and said, "Look, I'll meet you over there."
Oh,
I don't know.
Taking the fucking Playboy Learjet over there.
All right, Nick, thank you.
No, he wouldn't do that.
Oh, okay, Lady Di. Oh, he wouldn't do that. Oh, no, he wouldn't do that.
Let's have Lady Di on the show today and her thoughts on Madiba.
Oh, God, she wouldn't know
And
anything.
Bobo. I think Bobo needs to
Christ.
give his thoughts on Madiba today.
Yeah, sure.
Gene in Connecticut.
Good morning.
You want to talk about Mandela after he came out of prison?
Yes, I'm not talking about wrestling this time. But anyway, when Mandela did come out of prison, you want to...
That would mean we remember him talking about wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that. Gene from Connecticut.
I remember
when you talked about... No, you don't.
I do.
No, you
we
don't.
asked you if they called you Mean Gene.
Or Gene the Dancing Machine?
Yes. The dancing machine, yes.
Oh, wow. You're that guy. Okay.
Funny little note about Gene the Dancing Machine from The Gong Show.
Yeah.
Lost both of his legs to diabetes. So, yeah, you just fucking talk. You just fucking babble over me.
Go ahead, Gene. What?
Well, basically, we understand that Mandela was a Marxist.
Cool, right
he was the leader of the African National Congress, which did engage in terrorist acts on official buildings, which killed not only whites but blacks. And this is why he went to prison. A lot of people think that he went to prison because he just opposed the apartheid.
Right, cool. Last caller just said that. Good point.
Exactly.
Right, absolutely, right. But
So
again,
what are you going to add to this?
I do respect him because...
I had a bubble in my throat. It was a funny. Makes you talk like this.
Ideology about
Jesus.
Unceremoniously hung up on. I love it.
People are trying to figure out the celebrity thing. This guy, Joe Hoff, 23, says Jordan greater than Mandela. Mandela greater than the Pope.
Jordan greater than Mandela.
The Pope greater than Obama. That's his list.
Oh, the guy's an asshole. Jordan? Michael Jordan?
This guy, where's he from, Chicago?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Jordan was pretty fucking famous.
If Jordan died tomorrow, there would not be this type of outpouring. No fuck way. Not even close.
Muhammad Ali, you'd have to put on that list.
But not like that. Ali would
not like that.
He would have an amazing...
You need an ex-president that was like, you know...
Well, we don't have one of those.
Clinton. If Clinton passed away...
Out of all the presidents still living, yes, Clinton is...
Yeah, Clinton's like the one that everyone likes.
That shit goes.
Fun guy.
Because Mandela wasn't really hated anywhere in the world. Like, Bush was hated in too many places.
Yeah.
Whereas Mandela was kind of respected by most groups, if not all groups.
There'd be celebrations in places if George W. Died. There'd be celebrations. But Mandela, there's no one celebrating that he's dead. He's just kind of like, you know, there's all this outpouring. I don't think you can find that anywhere else.
I think, yeah, because again, a pope is such a religious difference.
Yeah.
Although I still say he's a bigger, just because he leads 1 billion Catholics, but...
Yeah. Is it 1 billion?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Am I wrong about that? Maybe I think it is.
I don't know if it's 1 billion. Is it 1 billion?
That's a lot. Be a lot of fucking people.
He calls all of them every day. It's really a busy schedule.
Damn it. He must get up early. Wow. Why don't we take a break? We'll get back into the Super Bowl nonsense. Going to get into that story of the guy that couldn't take his wife or girlfriend shopping anymore.
Fantastic.
That everyone was tweeting about last night.
What a symbol of everybody.
Macaulay Culkin is back in the news.
Good or bad?
That's a loaded question. It depends.
Okay. All right.
He's doing some musical thing.
Oh, okay.
And then we might
So
have...
is Eddie Murphy, by the way.
Yeah?
Do we got that?
What's he doing?
I saw a music video last night. Eddie Murphy was fucking playing guitar and singing with a band.
Ooh, let's hear it after the break.
Yes.
Also, some kind of cuddle house. Do you know about these cuddle houses?
I heard about a cuddle house.
I want to go.
I've heard about cuddle houses.
Yeah.
where you just go to like some weird place and you just kind of hug people and cuddle with them.
How fucking needy are people?
But there's no sex or anything. It's just
cuddling.
You just kind of cuddle with strangers.
I like to load up on Viagra and go there and then just be the fucking creeper. The guy with the rod that nobody wants to hug.
Just pee all over the place.
Let's use our audience today. If you know about cuddle houses, please call the show if you've ever done this. It seems really, really strange. Why would you do that if there were, no sex involved? Right?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Some people are very needy.
And maybe Paul Rudd stoned. We'll see.
Paul Rudd.
As long as, if you guys behave today, we'll give you the Paul Rudd stoned.
Oh, by the way, there's a picture here.
Threaten the audience. I like it.
Somebody tweeted a picture of Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
Shaking hands like over a fence or something. Like you can see he's got the hat on and he's just helping people.
Yeah.
And the guy goes, Secret Service was right next to me when I took this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's no way Carter's
I thought that was bullshit.
It's not very secret.
He's probably the most accessible. Like he's a guy
he
you
does
could
the
probably
Habitat
approach.
for Humanity. He goes and swings a fucking hammer with a bunch of fucking people building houses.
He's a
for
good
people.
guy, Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, he really is a do-gooder.
Humanitarian.
Sure.
He's a water walker.
The Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show continues in moments. All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, @Opie Radio, @Anthony Cumia, and @Jim Norton.